Hello everyone, I greet you in the name of God Almighty. My name is Apostle Newton Silas, and today we have a very interesting video to react to. It's a video of Douglas Murray revealing some of the problem and issues currently facing in the UK, and then he had the conversation with Piers Morgan, and then he was just speechless for over 7 minutes listening to Douglas Murray highlighting some of the problems currently going on in Britain. So if today happens to be the first time of you checking out my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, without any further ado, let's get down to this video and check this out.
Why is it that tens of thousands of people, in fact hundreds of thousands sometimes, were shutting down the centre of London week in, week out, something, by the way, the French government wouldn't allow in Paris, but was happening week in, week out, with people being intimidated on the streets of London and other cities, with anti-Semitic and racist abuse from these marchers every single week, all the time. Nobody in government just sort of said, look, okay, we get the point, right, but you don't have the right to intimidate people. Why do we have people outside Westminster Abbey calling out jihadist chants? Why do we have people on the streets of London who some of them I've seen you countering on your show, calling for jihad on the streets of London? Why are we in this position that on the 11th of November, on the day that is most sacred to the British soul, where we remember our forebears who fought for our freedom, that we should have a threat of hundreds of thousands of people who hate Britain, who never ever carry a British flag, would never ever do anything that is patriotic for Britain? Why are we in this situation in Britain? I would tell you why. Again, it's because our government has lost control of the borders for years. And now we are a very low trust, very febrile society in Britain, where we used to be very high trust and where we didn't used to be at risk of having riots at any moment because of one madman anywhere in the country. We're in this situation because generations of politicians of all parties have brought us here. That is on them. But my question is always, why has it got to be always a one-way street on the toleration? We are forever being told about how tolerant we have to be. But it seems to me that the people saying that are highly intolerant of us and our traditions. The reason why the cenotaph matters is because it is a holy place in the British psyche. The reason why the statue of Churchill, which is always being attacked, is so sacred to us is because it speaks to the sacrifice of our forebears and the knowledge that we in Britain are a good country, who have been a force for good in the world, overwhelmingly. And that we have people in our country now who do not believe in that, who believe we have been a force for evil in the world, who march against our country, who threaten to despoil our holy places and our very identity. The British public should not endlessly be putting up with being insulted and defamed. And my belief is that we have the right to stand up for our traditions and a right to stand up for our holy places and our holy days. And that the situation we're in is that if anyone does say we must, if people are going to threaten to attack the cenotaph, we should defend it, people will say the people who defend it are far-right extremists. By the way, something they would never say against the people the other way around who would deface the cenotaph. So, we have been transformed as a society into an incredibly febrile, low-trust society. And as Nadim Sahawi said in the Times the other week, he wrote a piece where he mentioned me, and he said that Douglas Murray has said for years that what is now happening would happen. And as he said, I never did it in the spirit of glee. I did it in deep lamentation. I did it in deep lamentation because I could see what was being done to Britain and the British people. And I warned against it. And Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrats, SNP and others all just merrily went along the way of making our society something different. I never wanted that. I don't think the British people wanted that. We never voted for that. When we were asked whether we wanted it, we said no. And they didn't listen. So we'll see what happens in the years ahead. And we'll see if Starmer and co have any idea of how to solve the problems that generations of politicians have caused in Britain. But no, I did not want to be in a society in Britain where we have jihadists living in our midst, where we have terrorists that we welcome in, where we give every advantage to people who hate us, or at the very least do not like us. I never wanted that to be the case. I'm extremely sad that it is the case. I'd love to see it turned around. I know how it could happen. I have very low belief that we have anyone in charge in Britain who knows what to do about this. But it's a problem they've brought on our society, and I profoundly wish that they had not.
Wow, that's a very interesting video. Listening to Douglas, even Piers Morgan himself, you understand, was just speechless, you understand, at the course of this video. He was just listening, you understand, to some of the issues and challenges that Douglas, you understand, is revealing. For me, I would say that if you do not love, you understand, Britain, then you have no right of being in Britain. Therefore, you are supposed to be deported back to your country. Because if you do not love Britain, then why are you there? Why are you there, innocent, to cause problems? So what are you now doing there? So if you do not love Britain, therefore they should deport you back to your country. Then when you are at your country, you can go on and then continue with your demonstration, continue with your riot, continue with your protest, but you can't be in Britain and then cause national security, innocent, to the citizen, causes fear, impose your religion on them, refuse to integrate, bring your culture and impose it, you understand, on the people, and desecrate, you understand, their places, you understand, and then you want them to sit down and then watch you, you understand, doing some of these things. And then when I talk, and then some people who says that why not I should be saying it, you understand, in my country. Some people who says that I'm Islamophobic. If Britain, you understand, is in chaos, who would like to visit Britain again? Who want to be there? Why do you want to turn it, you understand, to a places of chaos? And that is what, you understand, I'm against. I'm not against Islam. I'm not against of peace-loving, you understand, people, but I'm against people, you understand, who want to cause problems, you understand, for everyone. Because if Britain is not peaceful, if UK is not peaceful, who will want to be there? Nobody will want to be there. I will not like to visit there. My family will not like to live there. And that is the reason why I'm against, you understand, people who don't want peace, you understand, to reign. But then I know that a lot of you have thought and opinion, and a lot will disagree with me. A lot of people are even insulting me just because of what I said concerning Khaled Yasin, encouraging some of these people. But then people, you understand, take it, you understand, upon themselves, insulting me and saying all manners of things. But nevertheless, it shows that I'm doing the right thing. I will still see more at the comment section. Till then, may God bless you.